Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing some of my May favorites. I'm going to base it off my monthly report, so what I've been reading, what I've been eating, playing, obsessing, recommending, and treating. I got this from That Curly Top on YouTube. Just recently watched her YouTube video and I thought it was a great idea. For what I've been reading, I haven't been reading too much this month actually. One thing that I love to go back to is to my Popeye magazine, just so I can go back for like inspiration, design inspo. I would love to get more of these if possible. As far as what I've been eating, if you watched my last YouTube video, you know that I have been going to Cafe Babette. That's what I've been eating for the month of May, and I loved it so much that I went there twice in a month. So what I've been playing for the month of May, I have been listening to the Good Hang podcast. I just think it's a light listen, it's funny. I always get a good laugh out of it. I've also been listening to The Boy by Smashing Pumpkins. I just love that song. I think it's such a beautiful song. I love the lyrics. I've also been listening to Kiki Palmer's podcast. She's so funny. I love her personality, so I've been listening to her podcast. Also listening to like a few of her interviews, so she's really great, honestly. The next thing is what I've been obsessing over. I've been obsessing over Tiki the dog. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos on TikTok or on Instagram. They're so cute. Like, that little dog is adorable. The user who actually has that TikTok account and Instagram account is called Simon Sits, and I had been following her for a while before she started going viral for the Tiki videos. She's been posting about his rehabilitation story. He was an extremely shut down dog who came from like really bad conditions, and the shelter asked her if she could take him in to foster, and so she did, and she's been sharing some of his story and updates and how he's been doing. You know, I would love to foster. She really has inspired me. There's so many dogs at the Indie Humane Society that need good homes, or even if you have availability to foster for some time or for a weekend or take a dog out for even just a couple hours, it really makes such a huge difference. They need some time out of the shelter to decompress, also socialize with other people. So if you're able to do that, you should. Another thing that I've been obsessing over has been Sailing with Phoenix on Instagram. I don't know if they have a TikTok. I am actually not on TikTok anymore. So since TikTok was gonna be banned, I deleted my app, and ever since then I haven't gone back. But I get my updates on Instagram, which they are a little slow. The story is that Oliver, he had a life-changing diagnosis, and he decided to buy a boat and sail to Hawaii, and now he's planning to sail around the world. Just thought his story was really inspirational. I mean, that's probably what everybody wants to do, is quit their jobs, be able to do whatever they want to do, travel the world. That's the dream, right? So seeing it as someone be able to do that is really amazing, and especially someone who has such a life-altering diagnosis. And also just to see, like, was he able to make it to Hawaii? So if you haven't seen his stories, go look at them. That was something that I was keeping up to date in May. Another thing that I've been obsessed with at the beginning of May, because once towards the end of the May I got sick and I took some time off work, I was listening to classical music for like 15 minutes on my drive home, just because there has been studies done that classical music is really beneficial for babies, for their brain development, and also to help them relax. Well, if babies are getting all these health benefits from listening to classical music, I'm like, let me try it out and see if it helps me feel better after work. And I actually think it made a difference. I mean, 15 minutes listening to classical music, it doesn't really take anything out of you to do that. My next thing that I'm going to talk about is what I'm recommending. I am recommending journaling. So I actually started journaling this year. I got my journal off Alibaba just because it was a lot cheaper than the Louis Carmen notebooks. You know, I can't afford an 120 and up journal, so I bought one off online for, I think it was like maybe like $20. If you want a journal, that could be something you could do, or just buy one from our local store. I'll show you guys what I keep in my journal. It comes with like 3 little notebooks in here. I also have this cute little photo of me and Tia girl, my dog. I love her so much. And yeah, just random notes, grocery list in here. And then another thing that I'm recommending is this Merit lipstick, like Avenue specifically. So I recently figured out my color analysis. I am a dark winter. I look better with emerald colors, blue indigo color, emerald, oranges, maroons. This has been really great, and it's a neutral color. It's like that 90s brown. Another thing that I'm recommending is, again, with my color scheme in mind. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, whatever colors you think would look best on you. But this is just what works for me and what I love. So I got this Patrick Ta blush, and it's called She Knows Who She Is. And it's just a really nice color. It's almost like a berry brown color. So it's really great, and it's really pigmented, and I know it's gonna last me for a long time. I would also recommend the show Eternauta. It actually started as a comic book in Argentina, and now they've made it into a Netflix show. The story goes through a group of friends and neighbors who encounter some toxic snowfall. They have to wear all these suits and try to keep safe, because if they smell it or touch it, then they die, or I don't really know what happens to them. It goes through their survival and like alien invasion. So if you're into that, I would recommend this show. I really liked it. Another show that I would recommend is Your Friends and Neighbors. It follows the story of this rich guy who was recently fired from his job, and pretty much like him trying to figure out how to keep this lifestyle that he had been living previously, and also following his neighbors' stories, kind of like sticky situations that rich people can sometimes get themselves into. I thought it was a light show to watch, so I recommend it for sure. I would rate it a 7. I actually like El Eternauta a little bit better. And then treating. So I've been treating myself this month to getting my nails done. So yeah, I've just been wanting to get some fun designs, and I decided to treat myself to get my nails done. The nail tech charges me a decent amount. They're not completely like overpriced like most places, so I've been treating myself to getting my nails done. So if you're able to, treat yourself. So yeah, that's everything that I've been up to for the month of May. If there's anything that you recommend, comment below. Specifically shows, I need more shows and movies to watch, and I will give my reviews and feedbacks on it. And yeah, thank you all for being here and following along.